Hi, it's Al Sparks, and I'm on the road again, and I still have rooster hair. I don't know how to fix the cut, I think. This one's about why I became a Freemason. I've gotten a lot of questions about that, kind of on a personal level. Some of the people, more people DM me this question than asked me outright, and I think it's their fear of looking like they want to join, or looking like they're giving it a balanced view in the face of sort of all the conspiracies, you know, that are alleged around it, any of the conspiracy theories that, you know, make people kind of hostile to even the idea of mentioning it. And let me be abundantly clear. I am one. I am an officer in my lodge now. I am a 32nd degree Scottish Rite Mason. I have not joined the York Rite, but I have every intention of doing so. I'm proud of my affiliation with the craft. I am lucky to be surrounded by good men trying to make themselves better. And to all the haters or conspiracy theorists or nutcases out there, Eddie Bravo, I love you, but you're wrong on so many fronts about this. Don't be a fool and understand that without the Freemasons, there is no America, okay? It boils down to the fact that Ben Franklin, being a Mason and encouraging Lafayette to join us in the fight against the British, and the tenets of democracy within Freemasonry as far as how officers are democratically elected, which is why theocrats and monarchs hate it. It's why the Catholic Church hated it for a long time. It's why monarchs and tyrants all over the world make it illegal. Think of every government, authoritarian government, that you despise because of they don't allow for the freedoms that you appreciate as an American, and understand that they have outlawed Freemasonry in their country. There's a reason for that. That being said, so my grandfather was one, and I'd always been curious about it. I always had great respect for him. A lot of my dad's generation did not join because it was the term square, which if you see the square and compass in the symbol of Freemasonry, most people are calling. The hippies used the term square to talk about people who would not overindulge in alcohol or do drugs, meaning Masons, because we keep our behavior within within due bounds, essentially. And it's so funny because I'm always curious about what phrases and words I can use because I don't want to give anything away. But the point is, a couple of big questions that go with it. One is Masonry a secret society? And you'll hear a lot of like, no, we're not a secret society, we're a society with secrets. To me, same thing. And yes, it's a secret society. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to earn your way in. My PIN number for my bank account is a secret. And I'm only going to tell you that if I trust you and I need you to do something for me that requires you knowing my PIN number. That does not mean I am, you know, live under a cloak of secrecy because I keep my PIN number a secret. And the same thing is true of any initiative study. You know, just because you want to know something doesn't mean you're ready to know something. It doesn't mean you deserve to know something. You have to show something for it. You have to earn your keep to some degree. And a lot of that has been lost. There's this kind of app mentality where people look at, you know, being, you know, well, I should just tell me. You know, because of my existence, I deserve to know it. Like, no, you have not proven yourself to be trustworthy. Why should I automatically trust you? It's one thing to respect you as a human being. It's another thing to immediately let you know everything about me. Not going to happen. And so I choose very carefully who I share details of my life with. And so do you. And so Freemasonry, in its own way to protect itself against monarchs and theocrats and the murderous ways that led to things like why Friday the 13th is an unlucky day. Look that up. Sorry, the phone is shaking again. Super, you know, it's integral to, you know, to why it's a society with secrets or a secret society. There's nothing wrong with it because there's a lot of people who would love to have the details of your life out in the open so that they could use them against you. That's true of any person, it's true of any organization. It's why we have a CIA, all that stuff. Like the idea that people would go, the CIA needs to dump all their stuff online. Like, okay, well then, why don't you just give away the entire, all the secrets of your nation to every other nation who would want to act on that? Like, it's silly. The same thing is true of societies, especially ones that have pushed democracy, freedom, free will, free expression, all the things from public libraries to public education that Masonry has been pushing for its entire existence, which theocrats and monarchs and tyrants do not like. So, needless to say, they've had to keep themselves safe in that process, and being secretive about stuff is why. Secondly, is Masonry just for, does it exclude women? The answer is no, it does not exclude women. Masonry is not an organization or an order that excludes women. It is an organization for men. It is for the betterment of men. It is something that men, I personally believe, need, if not Masonry, then some form of maturing process wherein they, through ritual, through honor, through taking oaths, and through making promises and keeping them, earn their status as a man. And the argument is, do women need Masonry? And I would say, or I would arguably say no, because in many ways, the natural order of a woman's life, her from menstruation to the ability to conceive through menopause, is a maturing factor that women experience that gives them a level of maturity whether they want it or not, because life is so serious when you have a female body. When you're a man, you can, from the minute you can conceive, you can make someone pregnant till the time you're dead, you can either be a useful, functional, worthwhile man in the world, or a complete tyrant, monster, or fool. And so that very nature requires more ritual, more crafting, more guidance than perhaps a woman's life. Now, that whether or not women believe they need that, or whether or not women think that is necessary, is a question for a woman. As a man, I think that's part of the necessity of things like Masonry. So I hope that answers your question. I'm sure people have more questions. Put them in the links, put them in, ask down below, whatever, put in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're a Mason, let me know. If you're one of these people who apparently trolls Mason videos and just puts, you need Jesus and stuff, Masonry is a secular organization that believes in God, essentially. But it allows for everyone to have their own belief in God. Like, what else is like that? Oh, the Constitution of the United States. So if you believe Masonry is a satanic organization because they allow for people to worship the Hebrew God, or Allah, or Buddha, or Krishna, or Odin, for Pete's sake, then you also believe that about the United States of America, and I can't help you. And in Lodge, we don't talk politics or religion anyways. That's not the point of the gathering. It's the world's oldest fraternity, and it's about men culturally and ritualistically bettering themselves. There you go. That's my thoughts on it. This is a long video. Gotta go.